Louis Simmons said it. This dude owned this gym. Passed now, R.I.P. never. Rest in peace, my friend. Would love to have met you. Unfortunately didn't. However, he said, and I love the saying, weak things break. And unfortunately, sometimes they break. When they break, there is a rehab component required and the progression to get back to doing the thing you want to do, essentially. And what I wanted to chat about is that rehab component and what does that look like and what does it involve. Now, firstly, obviously, depends on the injury. Severity of the injury. Is there going to be a time frame? There's probably most likely a playbook time frame for most injuries to get it back, either if it's something torn, so it's healed, and then all the appropriate rehabby things to go on that. That's sort of structural stuff. If you pull something, tweak something, nothing too crazy, again, there'll be a process for that to heal, and then there is the rehab component required to ensure that doesn't happen. There was a weakness. Louis said, a weak things break, something fucking broke. So you need to strengthen all those things so it doesn't happen. Now, the big thing is, how long does that take to do? Now, the next statement is, it's literally up to you, essentially, except for the calculated time frames for things to heal, etc., blah, blah, blah. But the rehab component, the bit where you got to rehab the things, it is almost up to you. A lot of it is in your control based off, and it's simple to say, your accountability to actually fucking doing it. It's boring, let's be honest. My shoulder sort of busted it up. I've got a bunch of rehab stuff to do. Internal, external rotation, a couple of these ones, a couple of stretches to do, some variations of pull movements, single arm, double arm. It's dull and it sucks. However, the way I like to talk about or explain a rehab process and how long it takes is, let's all agree that rehab will take X hours. X can be any number you like. For argument's sake, let's call X 10 hours to rehab it. Now, one of the coolest conversations I've ever had that always sticks in my head, where I think about this X number, 10, 100, 90, depending on what it is and how serious the injury is back when I hurt my back. I was on this little quest to get it fixed, all the things I needed to look after, and I stumbled across a guy, absolute legend, smart, intelligent human called Dr. Andrew Locke, absolute guru of backs. And I come across a fan, people chatting about him on forums and stuff, and I was like, all right, I'm going to see this guy, see what he does. Did the initial, caught up with him, had a chat, went through some stuff. I needed the basic core movements and a little bit of glute gear. Nothing too fancy, nothing too advanced, but we talked about the simplicity. You get it done over this period, then you advance it, blah, blah, blah. Over the coming weeks, you'll be doing more complicated stuff in months to come. Stronger, better, come back, don't break again, pain-free. Super simple. However, I said to the doctor, Doc, Andrew Locke, what do I need to do here? What are you thinking? 3 sets of 10, once a day, every other day? And he just looked at me. I remember this blank look. He goes, you want to get better, right? Why only doing it once a day? And then that light bulb moment thought tweaked. He was like, do it 5 times a day, bro. And he's exactly right. I mean, that's the extreme version. I'm not saying we all have that amount of time to do the thing. However, there's small little muscles that need to be rehabbed. They respond well to being moved quality, but moved often. And often doesn't have to be, once a day does not have to be often. Twice a day can be often. 3 times a day can be often. Often with the rehab stuff, it's, 2, 3 things that take 5 minutes to do. Something you can do in the morning, you can do a lunch break, you can do it before you go to bed, before dinner, etc. If it's a band of gear, I've got clients and people I know that take the band to work, they're at the bus stop doing their things, internal, external rotation for shoulder, whatever it is. Doing some glutey things, doing some glute marches. But then it got me thinking about this concept and idea of X hours. It could be 10, for instance, and it's 10 hours to rehab this shoulder. If I do 10 minutes a day, but let's be honest, adherence to rehab stuff can work pretty poor. But so every day, turns out every second day, every third day, every fourth day, but then you're doing it just on twice a week and you're doing them half-assed. And that process of 10 minutes is going to take an infinity amount of time to get to that X number of 10 hours or X, whatever it's going to be. But from what Doc Locke was saying there, you can really lean on that and think about it is, what if you did it more often? Well, that really plays well with that X theory because you get to do them a lot faster. You're going to rehab quicker and get back to doing the things you want to do faster and pain-free. If pain was one of the things there, it's a really simple idea. When you think about it, I promise you have the time to do it if you can make it a priority. And the easiest way to do it is a morning, a lunch, and a dinner, and you put it around your meals. So instead of doing your rehab thing once a day or on a training day, if you train 4 days, that's 4 times a week or 3 times a week, whatever it is, you do it 3 times a day. So within a week, you've done it 21 times, which is almost like 3 weeks of rehab work. It is absolutely going to exponentially fast track you getting through that process. It's that easy. Cool. Hopefully none of you break. However, if you do, surround yourself with incredibly smart people to give you that guidance on what to do. But when you get given the rehab, fucking get into it and train it more than once a day. I challenge you that. Do that and have some fun with it. Thanks, crew.